I saw in one of your posts, you posted and you said that for a business person, I'm just paraphrasing now, the most important thing is not the fact that you know, but you're willing to know more. And under that context, that suggests reading and going for information. And I've heard in the past, I don't know whether it's still true, that they say that if you want to keep something from a Black person, put it in a book because they're not going to see it. So my question is this: what are the avenues to keep learning and keep, because it feels like you have to keep knowing more. You cannot just stay where you are. So what are your suggestions and advice on that?
Thank you very much, Dr. Famuyiwa. There's a principle, one of the laws John Maxwell propagates is called the law of the lead. So I can't put in this mug that I'm holding anything that goes beyond the rim. It will spill over. It's called the law of the lead. So if this is all I know that has moved my business from maybe 2 locations to 5 locations, for me to go to 10 and 20 locations, I need a bigger container. So I need to acquire more. Otherwise, if I'm trying to use this same knowledge, that business can't go beyond what I know. Mm-hmm. So that's why you need to consistently, then the book thing about reading is a fact, but a lot of people misconceive the learning that is critical to personal development and growth to only books.
Yes.
What is required is wide knowledge, because you can be watching a football match and you get critical learning that your business needs from just watching a football match. You can be watching chickens just running on the road, and there's some inspiration that comes from just watching chickens. So the book knowledge is fantastic, but that is just a little bit of the knowledge that is required. I am in Ibadan because I needed to run a free program for entrepreneurs on how to thrive in this environment. Same thing I did in Abeokuta. Guess what? It is free. You'll be lucky to find 30 people register. Then on the day of the event, maybe 10 will turn up. It's free. Now, if you were to call me to coach you for 1 hour, I will charge $300. Yes. Then I spend 2 hours, $600 for free, and yet they don't show up.
Yeah.
Now, those that show up, if you watch them in another year, another 2 years, they've expanded the container. Their lives, their businesses expand. Then somebody else sees them and starts the nonsense talk that they must have done something. No, they're investing in knowledge. So I'm constantly doing that. Again, you would have heard they say leaders are readers.
Yes.
And I hope you won't ask me that question, because sometimes people ask me, so how many books have you read this month? I haven't read a full book in 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
So don't put yourself in those straight jackets and say because they say leaders are readers, you are buying 10 books to read. You are you, the way you get information. So I could pick a book. By the time I read the chapters, the content, I read 2 or 3 chapters that I need for where I am in my stage of life. I finished the book.
Yeah.
I hardly read any book cover to cover, but I'm a reader.
Yeah.
The one that wants to read 7 books a week, oh, fine. But don't define yourself by somebody else's. You're on different lanes.
Wow, this has been a very interesting conversation.